Hey everyone, it is Brigie from Boujee, Texas Barbecue, and today we are going to make my version of Carne Asada. So let's get started. First thing is first, we need to prep our asada meat. You can use any type of thin, inexpensive steak. I'm using top sirloin steak today. So what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna mince the meat to your desired size and thickness. In my experience, when it comes to making carne asada, the smaller, the better. Okay, so next we're gonna tenderize and marinate our steak with lots and lots of citrus. Squeeze in 3 fresh oranges, 1 fresh lemon, and 2 fresh limes. Next, we're gonna add fresh yellow onions, garlic, and jalapeños. We are also going to add green scallions. I don't chop them, I just shred them in my hand and toss them into the mixture. Okay, so just give it a good mix and then we can start to season. Orange pepper is a key ingredient to asada meat. If you can't find orange pepper, you can use lemon pepper. And of course, we have to add salt and pepper. A little bit of ground comino. It's really gonna bring that Tex-Mex asada flavor out of the meat. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you know we're gonna use lots and lots of garlic powder. And of course, onion powder, lots of it. Give it a good mix. We want to make sure that all that meat is covered with that citric acid as well as the seasonings. Refrigerate for at least 2 hours so it gives enough time for the meat to tenderize. After 2 hours, we can start preheating our Oklahoma Joe's Fryer Craft Barrel. Toss in some wood chunks for that authentic Tex-Mex flavor. Also, don't forget to preheat your skillet. Once your skillet is nice and hot, you can go ahead and throw the asada meat on there. Now, I do want to remind everyone to be careful. It is an open fire type of grill, so you are exposed to higher temperatures. Make sure you have your safety gloves or any heat resistant equipment you might need. Okay, so we're just gonna continue cooking at high heat. I literally just threw the meat on here, guys, and the aroma is to die for. Also, don't forget to stir continuously throughout your cook to prevent the meat from sticking to the skillet. Once all the juices are gone and a crust begins to form on the meat, your asada is pretty much done. Now here's the most difficult part of this cook. How are you gonna eat your asada meat? Are you gonna keep it traditional and place them on corn tortillas with onion, cilantro, garnished with cojita cheese? Or are you looking for something a little bit more hearty yet still traditional, like carne asada tortas? Layered with refried beans, lettuce, asada meat, pico de gallo, guacamole, cojita cheese, and salsa? Or are we just skipping tradition and going straight to street food with these carne asada papas locas? You let me know down below in the comments how you like to eat carne asada. Well, I hope y'all like this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Till next time, guys, enjoy.